Imagine a food so timeless, it's traveled through millennia, whispering stories of ancient civilizations and rituals, a culinary time traveler, if you will. We're talking about popcorn, and its history is far more fascinating than you might think. Prepare to be popped into the past. Our journey begins with the oldest known corn, tracing the lineage of this surprisingly ancient snack. In the arid caves of Bat Cave, New Mexico, archaeologists unearthed tiny popcorn kernels, perfectly preserved for over 6,000 years. These weren't just any kernels, these were the ancestors of the fluffy white morsels we enjoy today. But the story doesn't end there. Even older evidence hints at popcorn's existence stretching back further in time, potentially as far back as 8,700 years, unearthed in Peru. Think about it. A snack we associate with movie nights and baseball games has roots older than the pyramids of Egypt. These ancient kernels offer a glimpse into the ingenuity of early agriculturalists and the pivotal role corn played in their societies. Now, popcorn wasn't just a food source. It held a significant place in ancient cultures, intertwining with rituals, adornment, and even spiritual practices. Long before it graced cinema halls, it was gracing ceremonial settings. The Aztecs, for example, used popcorn not just for sustenance but also as decorative elements in headdresses and ceremonies, weaving it into intricate ornaments and featuring it prominently in religious rituals. It was a symbol of both abundance and celebration, a far cry from its modern association with movie nights, yet somehow deeply connected. Imagine tiny kernels carrying the weight of cultural significance. Fast forward to 1492, a pivotal moment for popcorn's history, when Christopher Columbus's voyage introduced this novel food to the European world. Columbus documented encountering popcorn on his arrival in the New World, observing its use by indigenous peoples of the Caribbean. Early European accounts describe the curiosity sparked by these kernels that magically transformed when heated, capturing a moment of cultural exchange and the first impression of this marvelous food in the West. This pop into European consciousness was just the beginning of popcorn's global journey. Now, ready to explore how this ancient snack became a modern icon? The stage is set for popcorn's grand entrance onto the silver screen. Imagine a world without that distinctive crunch echoing through darkened theaters. Difficult, isn't it? Popcorn and movies are so intertwined in our collective consciousness that they seem inseparable, but their story together, from street snack to silver screen staple, is a surprisingly complex and fascinating one. Our journey begins long before the advent of Hollywood. Popcorn wasn't a newfangled treat dreamed up by a marketing genius. It has a history deeply rooted in the Americas. Did you know that traces of popcorn have been found in Peru dating back over 6,000 years, and evidence suggests it was a dietary staple for various Native American cultures across the continent? From ceremonial uses to popping kernels in clay pots over open fires, popcorn's history is woven into the fabric of pre-Columbian life.
That's amazing. I always thought it was a relatively modern snack.
When European settlers arrived, they were introduced to this novel food. One account even describes Christopher Columbus encountering popcorn garlands worn by Native Americans in the Caribbean. It gradually made its way into the diets of early settlers, becoming integrated into early American food culture, a far cry from the butter-drenched buckets we know and love today. Now, fast forward a few centuries to the Great Depression. This era of economic hardship played a crucial role in popcorn's rise to fame. As money became tight, affordable pleasures like popcorn became a small, attainable luxury. At the same time, a new form of entertainment was gaining massive popularity: the cinema. Street vendors saw the opportunity and started selling popcorn outside movie theaters. It was cheap, tasty, and didn't create a mess inside the auditorium, a perfect match for the movie-going experience. But the story isn't quite so simple. Movie theaters themselves initially resisted the popcorn invasion. You'd think movie palaces would welcome this affordable treat that attracted customers, wouldn't you? But no, many saw it as a nuisance, associating the snack with messy floors and unruly patrons disrupting the sophisticated ambience they were striving for. But enterprising vendors and, ultimately, theater owners themselves discovered that popcorn was simply too popular to ignore. They couldn't resist the allure of profit. And thank goodness for that. The irresistible combination of film and this humble snack proved to be a box office bonanza, solidifying popcorn's place as the ultimate movie companion. And that begs the question, how does this unassuming kernel undergo its explosive transformation? Just what is the science behind the pop? Let's find out. Imagine this. A seemingly inert, hard little kernel placed over heat transforms explosively into a fluffy, cloud-like treat. That's the magic of popcorn, a snack we often take for granted. But what is this magic? Today, we delve into the fascinating science behind that pop. Let's start with kernel anatomy 101. A popcorn kernel, much like a tiny, self-contained pressure cooker, has a specific structure crucial for its popping prowess. At its heart lies the germ, the embryo of a potential popcorn plant. Surrounding the germ is the endosperm, a starchy food supply rich in both hard and soft starches. Finally, encasing it all is the pericarp, a tough outer hull acting as our miniature pressure vessel. This intricate structure isn't just packaging, it's the key to the explosive transformation. Now, onto the physics of the pop. As heat is applied to the kernel, the moisture within that starchy endosperm begins to turn into steam. Remember that tough pericarp, it acts as a seal, trapping the steam and increasing the pressure inside. This continues until the pressure surpasses the pericarp's strength, typically around 135 psi and 400 degrees F, causing a miniature explosion. The pent-up steam bursts out, instantly expanding the soft starch into the airy, fluffy structure we know and love. It's a remarkable display of thermodynamics in action. The hard starch granules, embedded within the softer starch, are what provide the characteristic irregular shape and crevices of popped corn. Those nooks and crannies perfect for butter and salt to cling to. Achieving that perfect pop, however, isn't always guaranteed. It's an art form influenced by a number of variables. Kernel moisture content plays a vital role. Too dry, and they'll burn before popping. Too moist, and they'll steam instead of exploding. The heat source matters too, from the traditional method of oil popping on the stovetop, where the heat is transferred through the oil to the kernel, to air popping, where hot air rapidly heats the kernels directly, leading to often smaller and fluffier popcorn because less moisture is lost during popping. Interestingly, microwave popcorn utilizes electromagnetic radiation to excite the water molecules in the kernel, rapidly increasing their temperature. Even slight differences in the intensity of heat applied affect each popcorn outcome differently, affecting texture and flavor. Each kernel is essentially experiencing this incredible physical and chemical transformation on a minute scale and at their own little tempo, creating those sporadic pops throughout the entire popping process. It seems like magic. No, the same principles, and yet infinite outcomes depending on ever so slight environmental alterations.
It's remarkable how such a simple process results in such a complex, enjoyable treat, huh?
Exactly. Who knew that the history behind something as mundane seeming as popcorn is rooted in such deeply interesting thermodynamic concepts? All these tiny nuances influence how quickly these little bombs go off. From 6000 BC kernels to our own modern microwaves, popcorn is much more complex than what we were first led to believe, and now that we've explored the inner workings of the kernel, how do these fundamental characteristics determine its final flavor? So far we've just been focusing on basic physics. That brings us to our next tasty topic: popcorn varieties and innovations. So, we've journeyed through the fascinating history of popcorn, from ancient civilizations to the silver screen. But the story doesn't end there. Just as intriguing is the sheer variety and innovation surrounding this humble kernel. We're so accustomed to that classic movie theater butter and salt, but popcorn's potential extends far beyond that familiar flavor profile. Prepare to be amazed. Did you know, for example, that popcorn isn't just one size fits all? We're talking about a kernel of diversity, so to speak. There are numerous popcorn varieties, each possessing distinct characteristics. Take mushroom popcorn, for instance. Its round, dense shape makes it ideal for candy coatings and caramel, creating a delightfully robust snack. Then there's butterfly or snowflake popcorn, with its irregular, airy shape perfect for holding onto butter and seasonings. Its delicate texture provides a satisfying crunch without being too heavy, and we can't forget the aptly named ladyfinger popcorn, with its long, slender kernels that deliver a delicate, crisp bite. It's often preferred for gourmet applications. These are just a few examples, and discovering these nuanced differences can elevate your popcorn experience to a whole new level. But the real adventure begins when we explore flavor. The canvas of popcorn is vast, waiting to be painted with a spectrum of tastes. Beyond the beloved butter and salt, there's a universe of possibilities. Imagine the sweetness of caramel corn, a nostalgic favorite for many, or the rich, savory notes of parmesan and herbs. Around the world, culinary traditions embrace popcorn in unique ways. In India, spiced popcorn with curry powder and chili flakes offers a tantalizing kick, while in Peru, cancha, a large kernel variety, is often toasted and served with various savory dishes, from sweet to savory and everything in between. Popcorn readily adapts to endless flavor combinations, a testament to its versatility. But the innovations don't stop with flavor. Perhaps most surprisingly, popcorn is making its mark in unexpected territories, venturing far beyond the realm of snacks. Its light, airy structure and biodegradability have opened doors to its use in packing materials, offering a sustainable alternative to traditional polystyrene. It's even finding a place in architectural insulation, demonstrating the incredible potential of this humble kernel. These applications showcase a fascinating aspect of popcorn we rarely consider. It's not just a food. It's a surprisingly versatile material with diverse uses beyond our traditional perceptions. From diverse kernel shapes and a world of flavor profiles to innovative uses beyond the snack bowl, popcorn clearly holds more secrets than we realize. It's this boundless potential, its ability to surprise and delight, that truly elevates it beyond a simple snack and transforms it into a cultural icon. And speaking of cultural impact,
I can't wait to hear more.
from clandestine street corners to glittering cinema halls, popcorn's journey has been nothing short of remarkable, but its influence extends far beyond the silver screen. Today, let's delve into popcorn's lasting cultural impact and its exciting future. Imagine a world without that satisfying crunch during a movie, the aroma of freshly popped kernels wafting through a bustling fairground, or the simple joy of sharing a bowl with loved ones at home. Popcorn isn't just a snack. It's woven into the fabric of our modern social experiences. It's the quintessential accompaniment to celebrations, from birthday parties to sporting events, a unifying presence that transcends generations. This cultural significance is deeply rooted in tradition. Think about it. Sharing popcorn isn't just about consuming a snack. It's about sharing an experience, a moment of collective enjoyment. This communal aspect elevates popcorn beyond mere sustenance, transforming it into a symbol of togetherness.
That's a fascinating point. It makes you appreciate that familiar rustling bag in a whole new light.
Absolutely, and that shared experience translates into a substantial economic engine. The popcorn industry, a multi-billion-dollar behemoth, provides livelihoods for countless individuals, from farmers cultivating the kernels to concession stand workers serving up that buttery goodness. Its impact ripples through the agricultural sector, stimulating growth and innovation in corn production. But beyond the sheer scale of its economic contribution, consider the ingenuity constantly reshaping the popcorn landscape. We're witnessing a surge in exciting new trends, healthier alternatives using coconut oil or air popping, gourmet flavors like truffle parmesan or spicy sriracha, and a growing emphasis on sustainable practices. Imagine a future where popcorn becomes even more personalized, tailored to individual tastes and dietary needs. Perhaps we'll see hyperlocal, heirloom varieties gaining popularity, offering unique flavor profiles connected to specific regions. Or maybe, cutting-edge technology will allow for custom flavor infusions, creating a truly bespoke snacking experience. The possibilities are virtually limitless. So, from ancient rituals to modern delights, popcorn's journey is a testament to its enduring appeal. From a simple kernel to a cultural icon and economic powerhouse, what might the future hold for this unassuming yet captivating snack? So, as we've journeyed through the fascinating story of popcorn, from ancient rituals to movie theater mainstays, haven't we discovered something truly remarkable? This seemingly simple snack, this puffed kernel, holds a surprising depth of history and cultural significance. From those early discoveries in caves thousands of years ago, through its use in ceremonies and adornments, popcorn's journey truly paints a picture of human ingenuity and our enduring connection to the natural world. Who could have imagined that those ancient kernels held the potential for such a global phenomenon? Remember the story of how popcorn made its way from the Americas to the Old World, becoming a part of European traditions, street food, and eventually, the cinematic experience. Its rise to prominence, tied to the silver screen, is a testament to its adaptability and inherent entertainment value. It's a story intertwined with social gatherings, celebrations, and shared experiences. And the impact of popcorn isn't confined to enjoyment alone. Economically, it has created entire industries supporting agriculture, processing, and the entertainment sector. Culturally, it has become woven into the fabric of countless societies, symbolizing different things to different people, from a simple treat to a comforting ritual. Looking ahead, popcorn's story is far from over. Its versatility continues to inspire innovation, whether in gourmet flavors, healthy snack alternatives, or even in material science. This tiny kernel continues to surprise and delight. So, the next time you hear that familiar pop, or savor that satisfying crunch, take a moment to appreciate the multifaceted story behind each kernel. It's a story of human connection, innovation, and a testament to the enduring allure of something so seemingly simple. From ancient rituals to modern delights, popcorn has truly earned its place as a timeless treat, and who knows what exciting chapters its future holds.